Hi Aquarius. Happy birthday. Happy February. All right. So let's just get right into it. You guys take a deep breath for me. All right, Aquarius. So Venus, no. The full moon is entering your 7th house in Leo. So I do see a lot of activity regarding other people here. It can be a relationship, but I'm really not getting that. I think it's really more about the people in your immediate environment. So the people that you spend the most time with. It could be your family, it could be your friends, your coworkers, whoever it is. So the heart of the matter, we have the King of Swords. So this is communicating, this is sharing ideas, this is contracts and possibly legal things or important documents. And the opposing factor is the Five of Wands. So you could be, let's say, in a business tiff with someone, like you could be trying to negotiate a contract and there's some conflict there, or there's some kind of aspect of the contract that's not being agreed upon, or people aren't cooperating. So it's just a lot of like, it's not petty, because I feel like it is important, but it's just frustrating because there's just kind of like formalities and red tape and certain things that you feel need to happen, but maybe the other party doesn't feel that way, or vice versa. It's like someone wants to cut out the bullshit, but the other party isn't letting them. The root cause is the Three of Swords. So if you are dealing with a relationship, it could be, someone that you have been arguing with a lot, like your significant other you've been arguing with a lot. But if we want to stick to the business sense, it could be a sour business deal, or maybe you've dealt with this person in the past and they didn't come through for you, or it's just some kind of mistrust or hurt feelings, possibly some ego. So whatever this is, there's a lot of fire and there's a lot of passion. But I feel like it could be coming from outside. Known influence. Yeah, the Page of Wands in reverse. So if, either your 7th house is a fire sign, so it doesn't mean that the person is a fire sign, but it's just anyone in your immediate 7th house that you deal with. I think this person can be a little narcissistic and selfish. Maybe they are... or it could just be how you view them as well. Because the known influence is the Page of Wands in reverse, but then in your past influence, you have the Knight of Wands. So it's almost as if I just see this as an incompatibility, because it's kind of like this is who that person really is the Knight of Wands, but you see them as the Page of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of like there are certain aspects about this person that is very positive and very beneficial, or maybe there's aspects about this deal that's very positive and beneficial, but you don't see it that way because it wasn't presented in the exact same format that you wanted it to come in, or it wasn't being presented in a way that suited your vision. But it doesn't mean that it's not offering something, or it doesn't mean that person isn't bringing something to the table. It's still the same element. If anything, it's an elevated part, but maybe you just weren't ready for this person or this place's elevation. It could also mean like a work environment and they're merging with something or someone, and it's just kind of like things that you weren't really, that you didn't sign up for or that you didn't want. But yeah, it's just anything. I know it sounds very vague, but it's like anything that has to do with relationships that are prominent in your current situation, right? So new situations that have arisen is the Page of Coins. So I see this as a new approach to something. It could be that you are kind of trying to go at the same project or person the same exact way, but from a different angle, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like you're trying to match them with where they're at because you see them as the page. So you're offering the Page of Coins. But the problem is it's not compatible because you're offering something to a perceived version of this person instead of the actual person, right? So there is something that you are refusing to see, and that's why maybe there is some kind of business dealing that sees some conflict because you're trying to offer less than what the other person is worth, or vice versa. This could go either way. But I do see this as maybe you are the one that's kind of refusing to budge a little bit because this is, an air sign. So it could be you that is being stubborn or refusing to budge. It could also mean that someone sees you as the page when you're actually the Knight of Wands, and so they're offering something that is less than what you want, but it's kind of like, again, it's the same scenario but switch, right? So they think that they're giving you something that's worthwhile, but you know that you're worth more than that. So you take it either way. In your position here, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So you're not feeling blessed. You're not feeling like you're getting a lot from the universe. You're not feeling like you're receiving. But the Ace is here, which is a good thing. But the only thing is that you have to tell the universe, i.e. tell other people and the things that you're dealing with, what you will receive and how much and how you'll receive. So if this is, I'm really getting like a negotiation mostly. So if this is something in business, if you are feeling like you're not getting what you are worth, then it's time for you to ask for more. Okay, it's asking you that to know your worth for one, and then ask for it, and if not, find a way to get it without having to rely on external sources. Even though I know your community and the people around you are very important to you guys, sometimes you give too much to others and you don't really take for yourself because you see it as selfish. But when in reality, it's just the means that you need in order to succeed and the means that you need in order to lift everyone up with you. You can't be a knight when people are offering you page things, right? So how can you ever elevate to the next level if people are still offering you lower vibrational things, or if you're offering other people lower vibrational things? Your environment, you have the Ten of Swords. So you guys could be feeling kind of hopeless about a situation. You could be feeling like all of your efforts have gone unnoticed. But again, this is a swords card, so I think this is more about your perception of something. This is the biggest thing I'm getting for Aquarians this month. It's that you guys are perceiving something in a way that is not how it actually is, and it's causing you to lose certain things or certain people, or because you are acting from a space of like only what you see is right, you're missing out on everything else around you. And in the advice card, following up on that, is the Hanged Man in reverse. So this is saying that you have to allow the universe to show you a new perspective. This is something that you never wanted, but it's coming in for a reason, because it has to show you that there is another way, and that other ways aren't necessarily bad, they're just different, right? And not just you guys, but fixed signs in general have a hard time with this concept, because it's kind of like you guys are so determined to achieve whatever it is that you have envisioned that sometimes you lose sight of things that could go wrong or things that need to fall away in order for you to achieve that. So the universe is saying, surrender a little bit more, okay? Trust the universe a little bit more and allow it to show you something new. This is funny. I just did a reading for my Aquarius friend, and this card came up for her as well. In the outcome, and I don't want you to freak out, this can change if you follow the universe's advice. Okay, you have the Five of Coins. So this is feeling unstable. This is feeling left out in the cold. This is feeling like you're not getting what you want and feeling sad about it. However, I did clarify this with the Moon in reverse. So again, this is you have to allow something new to come in. You have to allow the universe to show you something new, because things are not clear right now. The Moon in reverse is talking all about illusions and deception, but it doesn't mean that someone's deceiving you. I think you're deceiving yourself is what this is, because this month, other people are going to reflect onto you things that you need to change. And it might make you feel a little vulnerable, and it might make you feel like you are out of control and that you can't fix this. But what the universe is saying is you don't need to fix something. You just need to let it be and let time take care of itself and let me take care of it, okay? Because, you know, the universe knows everything. So don't question that, okay? Don't question it. Don't take it too personally. When the moon is in Leo, you know, people tend to take things really personally, especially if this is something that you really cared about. So it's understandable why you are a little hesitant to let go of the reins a little bit. But once you do, you can see things from a new perspective, and that will allow you to unlock the puzzle, okay? If that makes any sense. But yeah, as of now, just rest and allow other people to help you is the main thing. Or talk to them at least. Use them as a sounding board. You don't always have to follow their advice exactly, but just having someone else bounce ideas off of and to like let you hear yourself. It's going to be, I'm not going to say that you're going to be happy about it because Aquarians don't really like being told what to do. But again, don't see it as being told what to do. Just take it as new information coming in, and you can do whatever you want with that information. So you're not obligated to go either way, but the information is coming in regardless. All right, Aquarians, I hope you have a happy birthday and a happy February, and I'll see you next month. Bye.